Well, it's a big problem. I mean, hiding assets during the divorce becomes an issue because there are a lot of households where one of the spouses has no clue what the assets are. Somebody took care of one thing, somebody took care of another thing. It's a division of labor. Maybe someone took care of the kids, someone took care of the money. And now when it comes to divorce and we have to split things up, the question is somebody hiding assets? And they may be or they may not be. And how are you going to know? What are the signs that somebody might be hiding them? Well, number one, unexplained spending. The person has a certain amount of modest income, and yet they seem to always have tons of money in their pocket to do all sorts of things, to spend hundreds of dollars at the casino without batting an eyelash, expensive meals, fancy cars, these kind of things. Then you have to ask yourself, well, where's the money coming from? Well, that's a sign that there might be other assets contributing to the income that we don't know about. Secret accounts too. You may find that there are bank accounts of which you were unaware. Now, if you've been totally removed from any of the accounting in the family, you may never have looked at a tax return. But generally speaking, when someone has money in the bank, there is going to be a tax statement because interest is going to be earned on that. And the bank is going to send those interest statements to the filer and to the IRS. So you may look through that return and say, wait a minute, I know we had accounts at Chase. I didn't know we had accounts at Huntington or Applied Bank or Apple Bank or Michigan Commerce Credit Union. I had no idea. Well, secret accounts is a good sign that someone might be hiding some money. So you got to find out what's in those accounts. Sudden lifestyle changes. When you're, that you might see is another key. You're living a very modest lifestyle as a married couple. All of a sudden you split up and somebody's living a high life. Well, it would suggest if that's the case, they got money coming in from another source. We're going to have to figure out where that money's coming in from because that may be a sign that assets are being hidden. Also, documents that are gone. All of a sudden, those accounts that you found listed in the tax return, there's no statements from those banks. There are statements from the banks that you know of, but to those banks, no statements at all. Gee, that's weird. You're going to have your lawyer subpoena those banks to find out what's in those accounts, and then you'll know. Also, a general reluctance to share information. I cannot tell you how many times people said, I'm not producing that, or she's not entitled to know about that. He doesn't deserve to get that information. I hear that all the time. And this is a sign of people who have no clue of what the court requires in a divorce. There's full disclosure in a divorce. And that means whatever you got to put your cards on the table. There's no, I made the money so you don't get to know how much. There's no such thing. If you take that approach, the court is going to hold you in a very dim light, and you don't want that. So reluctance to share information, missing documents, a change in lifestyle, secret accounts, unexplained spending, these are all hallmarks of someone who might be hiding assets. So if you got any of these, you got to bring them to the attention of your lawyer so your lawyer can do a deeper dive into these things to determine whether all the assets that are being produced are actually all the assets in the marriage.
248-588